Is your heart constantly bothering you? Do you get out of breath when climbing stairs, and at night in the silence, do you listen fearfully to every heartbeat and every arrhythmia or irregularity, wondering if your heart might stop at any moment? And what do you do in the morning? You go to the doctor who, tired and without even looking you in the eyes, just writes you another prescription. A handful of expensive pills, one for blood pressure, one to thin your blood, a third for cholesterol, and you obediently go to the pharmacy and spend half your salary on all these medications. Wait, just pause for a minute. Today, I'm going to tell you something that's been kept hidden from you. I'm going to share a recipe with you that one of my old professors taught me, and he himself learned it from the legendary Soviet heart surgeon, Professor Nikolai Amosov. This isn't just a meal. This is the very heart elixir that Amosov himself ate every day so his heart would keep working like a Swiss watch into old age. Watch this video to the end, and I'll show you step by step in your own kitchen how to make this health booster. An elixir that costs almost nothing, but is stronger and safer than any chemical medicine out there. But who was Amosov, and why was his method different? The younger generation might not know, but he was an incredible person and a true legend. An exceptional surgeon whose hands operated on thousands of beating human hearts. He could see better than anyone else what happens to our hearts as we age. He saw those worn out valves. The arteries blocked by cholesterol turned as brittle as glass. He knew that the heart isn't just a muscle that pumps blood. It is truly the very center of our entire lives, the fundamental source of our inherent strength and vital energy, and he was deeply upset and even genuinely horrified by how modern medical science approaches the treatment of the human heart. Amosov always said that doctors fight the symptoms of disease, not its root cause. Just think for yourself, what does a blood pressure pill actually do? It forces your blood vessels to dilate. The blood pressure goes down. But the main cause of the problem, which is diseased and inflexible vessels, remains. What does a blood thinner do? It artificially changes the composition of your blood. But the main reason the blood is thick and sticky, poor nutrition and lack of water, still persists. As long as you take the pills, your body works and you can walk around. But as soon as you stop taking them, all the problems come back even worse. And what do you gain in return? In return, your liver, kidneys, and stomach also get damaged, because all these chemicals are like toxins that your body is forced to process and eliminate. It solves one problem but creates another. Well, Amosov paste or Amosov porridge isn't like a temporary painkiller. It's a very powerful blow to the root cause of heart disease itself. It doesn't just hide the symptoms, it actually rebuilds your heart and blood vessels from the inside. It nourishes the heart muscle with the purest potassium and magnesium, making it work strong and regularly. Like a powerful brush, it cleans old cholesterol and calcium deposits from the arteries and restores the flexibility of youth to them. It doesn't give the body artificial doping, but provides real and natural energy. That's exactly why this remedy isn't profitable for those who benefit from your illnesses. A healthy person doesn't go to the pharmacy. What use would it be to them? They want a lifelong patient who takes pills for the rest of their life. But we're taking a different path with you, a path of wisdom and health, a path that the great physician has advised us to follow. 7 amazing ingredients that are essential for your heart's health. Alright, let's get straight to the point. Right now, we're going to make a little miracle together in your kitchen. It's best to take notes or grab a pen and paper and write this down right now. We need the ingredients that Amosov used to talk about. The 7 wonders, or the rescue army for your heart, and the first and most important component in this mix is dried apricot, or gaisier. Take a look at it. Its most important feature isn't its color. The most important thing is the abundance of potassium it contains. Dried apricot is an excellent source of potassium, and potassium is as essential for our heart as daily bread. This is what helps the heart beat regularly, without dangerous arrhythmias. This is what nourishes the heart muscle. Next is dark raisins or mavis. Mavis raisins or regular black raisins. But don't let its simplicity fool you. Not only does it feed our brain with glucose and help maintain alertness and concentration, but it also contains a unique element called boron, which helps our body absorb calcium properly. This ensures that instead of deadly lime deposits settling on the walls of our blood vessels, the calcium goes to the bones and strengthens them. The third ingredient is dried plums, alubokara. Most people think it's for improving bowel function. Yes, it's good for that too, but its main secret is something else. Dried plums are a natural cleanser. They gently but consistently and day by day help our liver remove bad cholesterol from the body. The same cholesterol that, like rust, clogs our arteries, narrows the vessels, and greatly increases the risk of heart attack. The fourth ingredient is figs. The ancient Greeks considered it the food of the gods, and not without reason. Figs contain a substance called phycin, which naturally reduces blood thickness and thins it. The blood flows more smoothly, moves more easily through the vessels, and this is the most important protection against blood clotting. Figs are a calm and effective enemy of clotting. The fifth ingredient is walnuts. Its kernel even resembles the human brain in shape, but its benefits for the heart are also incredible. Walnuts are a pure source of omega-3 fatty acids. This is exactly what makes the walls of our blood vessels elastic and springy. Just like in our youth, they no longer become brittle. They no longer crack, and therefore cholesterol plaques don't form on them. The sixth is lemon, and make sure to use it with the peel. The Persian lime. All the power of the lemon isn't just in its flesh and juice, but also in its peel. This is a very powerful antioxidant. This is vitamin C in its most active form. It acts like a shield, protecting the cells of our heart and blood vessels from damage by free radicals. And finally, the seventh and last ingredient is natural honey. I'm not talking about store-bought sugar syrup, but real, living honey that you've bought from a trustworthy beekeeper. Honey isn't just a sweetener. It's the best natural preservative, and more importantly, it's a carrier or transporter. Honey acts like a locomotive, picking up all the beneficial substances from our mixture and delivering them directly to every cell in our body. But how is the Amosov mixture prepared? The method is surprisingly simple, but there's a small yet extremely important detail. Take equal amounts of each dried fruit, dried apricots, raisins, prunes, figs, and 200 grams of walnuts. And the first thing we do is to soak all the dried fruits in boiling water for 10 to 15 minutes. This step is essential, not only to remove dust, but also to wash off the chemicals that are often used to preserve them. After that, we drain the water and dry the fruits. And now I'll tell you the main secret. Pay close attention. Amosov emphasized that you should only use a meat grinder, not a blender or a food processor, because those with their fast blades overheat and oxidize everything, destroying the nutritional value. Instead, use a good old-fashioned meat grinder. That's exactly what preserves the natural living structure of the ingredients. So, we pass everything through the meat grinder one by one. Dried apricots, raisins, prunes, figs, walnuts, and a whole lemon with its peel, which we've cut into several pieces. Now you'll get a thick, fragrant, golden-colored paste. Add 200 grams of honey to this paste and mix everything very thoroughly and carefully with a regular spoon until it's completely uniform. Our heart's elixir, our remedy, and our potion is ready. Pour it into a clean jar. Close the lid tightly and put it in the fridge. But I also need to tell you how to use it for maximum effectiveness. And now what you have in your hands is not just a jar of milky mixture. What you're holding is a concentrated dose of heart health for a whole month. But how should you take this elixir so it works at its full potential? There are specific rules here set by Amosov himself. Everything about it is simple. 3 times a day, each time 1 tablespoon, exactly half an hour before meals. Not after meals as a dessert, but before meals on an empty stomach. This is very important from a scientific standpoint, so that all the beneficial ingredients are fully absorbed and don't get mixed with other food. And the second important point is that you shouldn't swallow this spoonful quickly or eat it with anything else. Put the paste in your mouth and slowly, very slowly, start to suck on it. Feel this taste, this intensity of life? There are hundreds of blood vessels under our tongue, and through them, all the healing components immediately start to be absorbed, entering the bloodstream directly and bypassing the acidic environment of the stomach. This way, its effect becomes faster and stronger. Alright, you've taken it. What changes should you expect? Don't expect a miracle the next day. This isn't a chemical pill that hits the body like a hammer. Nature works differently. It works slowly, gradually, but surely and definitely. You'll notice the first changes within the first 2 or 3 weeks. You'll realize that the shortness of breath that used to bother you on the stairs has lessened. Suddenly you realize you've gone up to the 3rd floor and you're not out of breath. After even the slightest activity, your heart no longer pounds in your chest. After a month, you'll be surprised to see that your blood pressure readings have become more stable and lower. The headaches you had because of clogged arteries have lessened or disappeared altogether. You become full of energy, not that jittery stimulating energy from coffee, but a calm and steady strength that comes from within. You sleep better because your body has finally received the nourishment it so desperately needed. This pace doesn't cure a specific disease, it restores the body's disrupted balance. It cleanses, nourishes, and protects. It does exactly what nature was supposed to do for us if we hadn't drowned ourselves in fast food, stress, and urban pollution. Friends, take another look at the mixture you've made. Health is the most important engine of your body, and it costs tens or even hundreds of times less than the pharmaceutical toxins they force on you. Recipes like this are true treasures. It's the wisdom of our ancestors, which we've almost lost in the pursuit of civilization. We shouldn't let them disappear. If you truly find this information useful and important, I'm not just asking, I'm begging you to like this video. This isn't for me. It's so that YouTube's algorithms will show this video to other people as well. People who are just like you. Your peers, people your age. People who might be sitting there right now feeling hopeless and not knowing what to do. A single click from you could truly save someone's life. And be sure to write in the comments which country and city you're watching from and whether you've ever heard of Amosov's paste before. And one last thing, don't be stingy. Let's share this wisdom together, because only together do we become stronger. And of course, subscribe to my channel and be sure to hit the bell, because in the next video, I'll be talking about methods that are just as shocking but effective. Methods that doctors prefer to stay silent about. Thank you for staying with me until the end of the video. Please don't forget to like and comment. Watch these videos as well. For more tutorials, until the next video, take care.